control, that is disconnected from spirit and...
I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. In the bright glow of the dawn, I see myself clearly, bringing in a new day. The old way of doing things is done. I don't care what you say. Monsters don't sleep under your bed. They sleep inside your head. And if you haven't done the shadow work, you're left behind is where you stay. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the street. We gotta protect plus homeschool our babies is a must. They not just no moms, but also no pops. Spola, worshiping pedophiles, wanna feed our children's spirits to robots. Turn all of us from carbon-based to silicone-based. Should be where the shit show stops. Get back to doing for ourselves. Water system irrigation and grow crops. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. I'm saying I'm not some master teacher. No, am I some pastor or preacher? Was released represent with this passion to speak of. After doing 25 years in the beast cuffs. Realize they tried to teach us spiritual, mental, physical diet. They tried to feed us the fire of our ancestors resides in each of us. With that, I'm inspired to turn this heat up. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to war with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets.
We're really approaching almost like it's a Frankenstein moment. And they're framing it to us as, innovation, right? We should all be so excited that this is happening. And, I equate it to like the Golem, bringing in like these robots. They would like to feed our life force to learn us in every tiny detail, not to empower us, but to actually transform us into a robotic simulation that is under their full control.
Nah, bro. Come on. You almost there, bro. You almost there. Survive. Survive. What's up?
I do it dance for Chi-Town. Who am I but Chi-Town? You young fool, I'm too fly to just slide out. Blue sky but high ground. My crown slash helmet. So my aircraft still spit. Can't be tied down or even seat belted. I look down, I see green like a Celtic. My heat pulverizes, the cheese is melted. The remnants of cash money, I dispelled it. You did the fusions in my eyes, I beheld it. The finger fucked that caused my hand, I dealt it. Felt it vibrate from the gut of my pelvic. The bust all from ices and velvet shit. So radiant, I keep a dark room well lit. Cause you little goofies are well quick. Body for real monkey velvet. Body you not for Mars, use a female's clip. As a kid, all I did was fight. I did the bit with a knife. I know I can spit my flows to shit. To a fly zone, haters wanna crucify a real man. I still stand with the silver hand, but we're healer man. It's not Cypress Hill, I'm Tuttle Sheep. I'm one tough cookie, I don't follow, I set standards. Catch me, you gon' have to do more to scamper. Need more to scanners, I'm off the radar. I am as you goofies play God. Some worship the Christ, others pray to Allah. Chase a high, drink paper or bruh. You stagnated, while I straight evolve. At a rate, I'm dated space AC, y'all. Buster stuck in the cage, face off. Acting shape, state, use a fake, a fraud. Battlestar intergalactic, my mindset, perfect comes from practice, so I rhyme best. I excel like I'm climbing a step. You got a lot to learn. I am adept, you of no concern. I am a threat. My measurement, width, lift, height, and depth. I'm just piloting up, flying a jet, spray the adversary. Martial Chronicles like Ray Bradbury. I'm a thorough guy, goddammit. Symmetric apparel of a fly bandit. Mohawk, aliens, aerodynamics, and it's like I'm an arrow in precise transit. A Christmas carol lies what your fans get. Your rose and pearls what I transmit as a transcript, or I just spit it off the top. It's either shit or get off the pot. This shit's hot.
Wants to get his own crew. Everybody wants to get his own crew rich, and then they want the other little people never get a piece of the pie. I can only go for the crap. I go for you niggas that think that y'all big too. I understand this. That's why you niggas and jackers can't stand me. You niggas just know that I know you can't do nothing if you're broke. Listen to me, young people and old people too. Mostly black people. I'm talking to you.
So, y'all really thought that I was done with y'all? Nah, I'm really down on y'all. Fellas up. We not going back and forth about this or that, whether your word is bond or whack. Here's a big fat, yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau, Big Mac, with the earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. Enough with the chit chat. I see through the side ops. Looking past the sci-fi. Third eye gang cyclops. I don't eat pork, but I will fry cops. For foes, my heart's cold as an icebox. I'm saying die ops. From the skybox, you got scope on you pilgrims. The scope with some rules. Some of our folks are still dumb. Yeah, and blasted the fact that blood, we gon' have this real some warrior spirits inside me. This where it's real from. The world's a stage, page after page, script is played out. They keep us engaged, placate or rage. This is played out. Rules of a dying society should have been disobeyed out. Forehead and knees off the floor should have been prayed out. The draft is on, go is no issue. Coulda bloated in tissue. Now it's control who blows the whistle to who holds the pistols. The debate was about who owes who the fiscal. Disregarding the aboriginal issue. We're not going back and forth about this or that, whether your word is bond or whack. Here's a big fat, yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau, Big Mac, whether earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. A fool is known by his speech, yet if I don't speak, I suffer defeat. I'm other than we, a sucker or me. Stand on 2 feet, one turn the other cheek. The wise man known by his silence, mostly disguised compliance. Silence by clients, from conspiring to nervous. Other aspirants of violence, terrorists of fire. Tritons and giants who hide, I'm sure and defiant. And environments of migrants, I'm hearing the sirens. Ring in my ear, they've got indictments. These pedophiles, queers, groupies, and hyping. Alignments, the assignment. I'm not the wisest, I'm non-client. My refinement and confinement, the requirements for this climate. Y'all push off the paperwork, or y'all can protest, but they can't escape this work. I vow to progress, don't duck, no wreck. Drill music for real. My soul they don't possess. We're foolish with no deal. Ain't playing with none of them. It's personal, know what the business is. Big monsters come full circle, so vacate the premises. We're not going back and forth about this or that, whether your word is bond or whack. Here's a big fat, yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau or Big Mac, whether earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. We're not going back and forth about this or that, whether your word is bond or whack. Here's a big fat, yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau, Big Mac, whether earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. Akichiwa. Signs and symbols are for the conscious minds, y'all. And with that on the temple, Draw. I had a vision to pass, not yet a circulus round. Created successful reality from a virtual now. How? Stand on my square cause they usurp your power. Them same little sneaky breezies that'll hurt you. They smile all up in your face, all up in your space. And I ain't talking all bras but dogs with whole trace. So I walk tall kittens while y'all cross slow race. I stay focused on walking through them tall gold gates. Draw a magic circle around me to keep me from harm. The law fat checks purposely but peep me, I'm calm. Water, fire, air, earth, turn me from that piece to a bomb. Blow the joint to split the range, the point, the sentiments. I've encompassed my inner demons. 490-degree angles, guarded by angel of shiny elite angels. Thank you, and I of course am the chief triangle. If I die before I wake, well at least I'm flying plain view. I am my circle, how I govern four corners. Wise as a serpent for certain amongst foreigners. Out of state, out of place, in the space they storing us. Learning firsthand of what fate was forewarned of us. How we call when bro and I spit flows, dope man fly in the shell at Southampton, kept smoke. Stay high, years later he's the same degree, just gained density. Gave my synopsis, he's hostage. I prayed I could save, I behave by locals. I've raised my moral ground, way how my character stay fly, the conduct squared up. Self-esteem, the day sky, new God on what the world's been waiting for. The days now, may I then I don't abide by the same ethics. They fan respect, yet obtain the credit for keeping the obelisk erect, but with strange methods. But the epic of my name will reign and remain epic. Circumscribe my passions, my squares, my lift. Ask, is it worth the ride? Yeah, it's rare I spit, but the beach churchified, so I bear my shit. It hurt, I cried, this kid and did it try to eclipse my soul, bounce back from it. Announce that I'm done with being the sacrificial lamb. The jungle I run it, thus the lion conquereth over this numbness. Made a conscious shift, even in darkness the sun lit on you false lights. Don't have to be gold to glitter. Actors with the purpose just for show. Go figure, you dig, pounding you baboon or gorilla. I'm built like a silverback with hella track, no iller max than me. Masturbate her back, originally pretty. Take the mask off, 360 on my square. See the circle, if not your mask off. You poemish, dash your salt. The dialogue's trash talk, your past lost. Leave a footprints in the asphalt. You've an outline correction. Last fall, I blast off, I crash off to the next zest of living. Sacredly sex some whose ass off. When she walked that ass off, I talk back to it like who makes your Yanni sing. Her response, she dons me king. To who they gave me the script, my ops the prescription. This is my vision's description. Listen, I'm standing on mine's my circle, it's me. I absorb your hate and make it work for me. Transform into fuel as I evolve. Advance this abnormal, dormant form and leave y'all right where y'all started at. Let me impart a fact. She'll be sitting in my ship as we chart the map. Thinking in destiny, the turtle and the hen. Acknowledge me as the circle and the square. Yeah.
It's my favorite shit right here. For real.
Now watch time and space rock the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, waves the heart as I sun ray my art, her mate, the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fake, marks once we make knowledge one is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, waves the heart as I sun ray my art, her mate, the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fake, marks once we make knowledge one is when the rhyme and bass rock. Rose up, took a shower, purified my earth field, took copper for a wall to ensure my chlorophyll is pumping. Done some curls for sure, I've more to build. Solid foundation, my crown chakra core and pound the pavement. Sacred ground, freedom I stand for. Free all political prisoners of war, man or woman and child, resilient or foreign and alien entities. I decree this morning, send them back to whence they came. Is the peace laugh or war cry, whatever the relevant name of each path, simple, highest form, spirituality, how you teach laugh, a humble beach is still a beach, now feel the peace raft, rain fire on them, as the internet forms, visuals, emojis, as the avatars that war them, destroy this de facto government and its quorums, establish Big Ma's house so she may restore him, a great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, ways the heart as I sun rate my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fake marks. Once we make knowledge born is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Raise the heart as I sun rate my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fake marks. Once we make knowledge born is when rhyme and beat drop. But let's host, note to self, quit playing, hit the gas. This shaft is called my turn, take the risk and smash. Most of them got vaccinated with shifts in their ass, plus rappers sacrificing each other for percent cash section. Watch videos without the subliminals, predictive programming weirdo. Sprung minstrel shows, the land's contaminated, fruits and vegetables, like minerals, the water and skies are fried. Liquid chemicals, technology got me here in front of my desktop, perusing these beats and whatnot for my best option, contemplating which bar will expand to unlock the minds that are stuck within a Xbox off the chart. I continue to climb, watching the rest flop like carp fishing, 100% fresh shark water. I'm on the front line, X marks the spot. I shine because of her, but she's the best part. A great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates this spark. Raise the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors I face marks. Once we make knowledge one is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates this spark. Raise the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors I face marks. Once we make knowledge one is when the right and bass drops.
Bass drops, Snoop. Bass drops, Snoop.
Yo, do not jump up on the door and lock me out like you did the other day, bro. You jumped up on the door and locked me out, man. Thank God I had an extra key in my truck. I have one of my truck keys on me. So when our T and Ganja and them, we went to the gun range to get our drills and training in, right? There was some stuff sprayed on my tires, right? And I'm not gonna say who did it. Not name one of them. Somebody here, right? I paid somebody like $35 to wash my truck, my tires and stuff, right? Because they needed some money. So I was like, you know what? Go ahead and 35, you can get it, you know? If you do a real good job, I'll throw you extra 10. Like for real, because it's a company that rides around, they do your inside and out. And the red from this clay, that had caked up coming from the gun range, the outdoor gun range, had caked up so bad on my tires, right? That when the wind, because here we get high winds that come through right here, right? And it looked like tornadoes, little devils. We call them dirt devils in the military or whatever, right? That I couldn't even, I took my thumb. And so you can see I was welding under my truck, reinforcing it too, and thinking about putting a diesel motor in it. But anyway, I scraped off like that thick a layer off my tires. And let me let you look at the tires now. Ooh, do I gotta put the light on that motherfucker? Hold on, y'all. It's a little dusty out here. Let me see if I gotta put the light on this motherfucker. Let me see if the motherfucker work, all right? Okay. Y'all see that motherfucker? Can y'all see that motherfucker here? Excuse my French, because you know that little... Boy, that took me about an hour and a half. Hour and a half for all these, because I got all those little nods and everything in there. And it's dusty because it's dusty around here. And the stuff that's on there, the stuff won't stick on. I hit it with water and it's good. Let me show you over here with a little in the light, I guess. Because I got to put some spot stuff on my grill. Look at that. You see what I'm saying? Boy, you talking about somebody who got happy after cleaning them? I'm talking about a 1/4 inch. Let me turn this back around. I'm talking about a 1/4 inch of garbage. Like, for real, like, Bugs was in it, everything. Little ant farms. You know, I don't like to kill no bugs, right? I don't like really, you know, kill the enemy. That's it. Whoever that is, kill him. I'm not talking about murder and death and all. I'm talking about enemies. The government don't determine who the enemy is. The government's the enemy. So anyway, right? Let's go ahead and set this off. So anyway, it was an hour, 2 hours. It was an hour and a half to hour and 45 minutes because I had to hand scrub the tires. I mean, literally, I had to take my brush, my truck, you know, I had to go, and I used the Dawn. I used Dawn in warm water, 2 buckets. It got so black. Even Chad, because I watched it over there by his house, because I didn't want to use my welder. I tested it. It was fine. I got to get some TIG wire because it does 3 different types. Stick, rod, you know. And so I went underneath and took some steel plates and welded them to a certain part of my truck in case I have to, boom, you know what I'm saying? I still got some more to do. I got to make boxes. I can't go into the narrative of, you know, what it means. But I also want to put a plate I'm going to paint with heat-resistant EMF paint. It's $300 per 5 gallons, but I know what I'm doing. So, and the inner walls. So he's got a diesel motor over there. It would take a hellified job because of all the electronics. Everything in the electronics in these cars nowadays, this is 2022, right, is to be able to shut your car off and control it. So I've disconnected the internet. I've got about 5 other wires to disconnect on my own. I'll cut them. I don't need GPS. I can use a map. And besides that, I'm good with I just know things. But cleaning the truck and the weldings, I was there most of the day, guys. Then they started drinking liquor. I don't drink liquor like that. I don't drink liquor at all, actually. The guys could tell you. If I was, it would be white liquor. I don't do the dark liquor. You know, that stuff is deadly. But I sit there and I had a half a beer because I didn't want. They had Guinness. I like Guinness, so I had a half a Guinness. And his son had to go off because his wife's Mexican, so he had to get his ass home. He works at UPS, and so we were talking about the stuff that we got to build up on his motor. It's like about $3,000 to $5,000 worth of equipment. You know, crankshaft, push rods, all that kind of stuff. And we were looking at that, and we were just having a good time, listening to some good old country music, talking about the past. Like I said, Chad's O positive. And his family line goes way back, very close to mine. It's good to be able to get out there. Now, the funny thing is, his son, I was over at the gas station, right? Because I was like, let me put some gas in this thing. Oh, man, they got out of her car all right here, and she's looking at me like, and so what I do? And his son knew I was going to say something. I said, excuse my language, what you looking at me for on my land like that? Ooh, boy, she got in the car and went to the other gas station across the street. Boy, she was like, I think there's something where the old ones who are part of it, they believe that you're so docile. Because I see a lot of brothers and sisters walking around and they're still kind of looking away from people. Like if I'm walking, if you Navajo or you look Mexican, but you got an attitude and you don't know nothing about me and my history, you look at me wrong, I'm going to step to you. And I'm going to step to you away. It's not really about being polite or dignified because you're coming off aggressive. I don't care if you're chemically lobotomized. I don't care how you're feeling. I don't care if you think you're a trickster. It's not going to happen here. Okay? Now, it's the chatter in the military community is everybody keeps talking about this fake war. The enemy's already in here. They're just waiting for this fake government to give them the go-ahead with everything they've equipped them with. They're everywhere. We all see them. And they're targeted. Oh, it don't make it. If they was to start rolling out the houses with their full auto and all that equipment, I can't say nothing else because that's giving them leeway. They're targeted. They know where they're at. That's all I can say. The chatter is real. The enemy is behind the gates. The CIA and certain organizations and groups are weaponizing them, giving them things to make dirty bombs, all kind of crap. Yeah, they're here. Okay? Now, as far as the EMF paint, I didn't really want to say it on here because they might change it. So yeah, there's paint you can buy. You can paint your homes and everything where they can't look in there with the radar and the EMF and to protect you. And you know, we already got ours. I'm just saying. It's funny how everybody wants to be smart and talk this, that, and it's all about egos. That's not going to solve anything. Somebody asked me if I watched the the James, the guy in California, the gay guy, and the Charleston White video. No, I set it up. I will watch it, but I've been catching up on some of Kira Meals' old stuff. My brother Delusions watching his a few times to give him some more what you call it on there. Going back on my baby girl's videos and looking at her and the son and everything like that and the children. I've been just allowing myself. When I was over there, I was watching this stuff. And my boy was like, "Who's that?" I was like, "That's my baby." Anyway, and I mean, just because it's good. It's good because you never know when things are gonna. All right, so. Yes, Google it right now, look it up, all right, as far as the EMF paint. I wanted to say something like a couple of years ago. I wasn't really sure because I had spray cans, which they don't really make with the big hole, because you can get the steel mill paint that has steel in it, like chrome, so when you can paint, re-chrome your stuff. So we do a lot of that here, rims and stuff for car shows. But let's sit out, watch it. And then he said, because he's gay, he says, "Yo, what do you think about gay people, Red? Because I know you, no, bro, you don't know. I know you're gay, bro. We know it from the res. Seeing your little she boyfriend." He says, "No, I'm not hiding that," because he's like a man. I says, "Not every sissy is gay. There are people who are actors. And not every gay person is a faggot. There's a big difference. And most people don't know that." I says, I was assisted in my rearing by a great man who was gay. And I showed y'all the picture, and that was my godfather. Yeah, my godfather, y'all. And it was different then. And he said, "Well, there's going to be some things that he's going to ask Charleston, and you may be surprised at his answers." So Charleston, you talking about the real Charleston, or is it the character? Because the character will cuss you out and call you all kind of epithets and this, that, and the other, and act like he don't care about you. And, my thing is, I don't care about who you sleep with, people. I just know from my people, the men who I circle myself, this is what I said to him. We're not with that homosexual stuff because it's not of this land. Bro, you Navajo, bro. Man, that's your problem. That's your business. All right? Man, he knows exactly who we are, but he was like, "Oh, okay." And then I says, "Look, nobody's pushing heterosexual. That was always in the beginning. Y'all have to push gay in your ignorance. You allow a system that is a perversion. If you go back to Nixon, going to the Bohemian Grove, you would see that he wasn't really about that. He was an actor put in there to do one thing, to remove the gold standard from the dollar in 71. He accomplished that. And that went against everything that was American and constitutional. And he was like, "Damn, I ain't never thought of that." I said, "You know what? When you're giving, let's say, all right, this comes off a tree, right? Well, I'm gonna give y'all a bunch of this, but I'm not gonna tell you where the tree's at that I got to offer. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you these little knickknacks and little crumbs of things. Okay? So every time I do a video now, they want to put a little gold, little dollar sign, and all the videos I've been doing, I haven't been cursing and all, but I can't. All right? I can't. That's the beautiful thing. But I haven't been demeaning. And me calling a Jew, I can't call a Jew a fake. Okay, because that's the identity they created out of thin air. But they're not us, they're not Judean, they're not the original true people. We've already covered over the fact that there's 87% to 90% converts. What's the rest of them? It's the ones that controllers. But nobody wants to access this. Well, how is the fact that our ancestors actually spoke Paleo Hebrew and they wanted to destroy that? They don't know what it is because they speak Yiddish, which has nothing to do with Paleo. It's a created language. It's a garbage language. Yet Paleo Hebrew is still around, just nobody knows what they're listening to. And most people are going to run to Google, and I'm like, well, the George Orwellian factor's deep. You got to be mindful of what you, because we can control things when you speak that language. Because it's based on frequencies and sounds. The language is still out. It's nobody speaking it. And as far as my brother in Chicago, my other brother in Detroit who asked me, so are they really sending people to take our place? It's either to work beside you or to take your place. I say that only because you got to remember a lot of people that came out of 11 million that have been let in here for the last 2-3 years, right? Really the most the last year. And up to this point. I says, you got to look at who it was. They have to put them in every community and watch and study you. Literally watch and study you and train them at night. They come home and they rest all day. Because at night, when you're sleeping, they're the ones that are going to kick in your damn doors. That's part of the chatter. So yeah, are they here to replace you? Not necessarily, because you got to remember there's a whole bunch of black dead Negroes or whatever the term they want to use, and African Americans and Muslims, and not all of them. Plenty of them who are working with them, based on the feds. Those who are in position to do things. And I know it's hard to accept that. I'm not saying it's all factual. It's the chatter. There are people watching every movement of everything. It don't matter if they're being seen, because for everyone that's being seen, there are 40 more looking. I know a lot of y'all don't live with those kind of networks because you don't think that way. You have been groomed and conditioned to think and look the way you do. To me, they're not my enemy. That's not a safety factor. How the hell I get the name Lucifer? They're not my enemy. Okay? It's the stupid ones who keep coming up against me. That's why I want them to keep doing. Because it just... y'all can never understand certain things. So you really need to be paying attention to the things that I've been saying. Yeah, don't worry, we're going to read. I had to weld. I had to get my weld stick on. I had to work up to get them tires clean. I don't like my tires. Look, when things go bad, and if my truck, if I don't have to grab one of the diesels, it's still running by whatever I've done to keep it running. Yeah, I don't care about it then. I got cans of spray paint in the closet to camouflage it. It's called neutral gray. Y'all ain't even know about any of this stuff. How many of y'all know how to take Mylar and tarp and composites and sew them together to make you an infrared protector? How many of y'all have purchased tourniquets and stop bleed? Y'all don't get it. When I say I know how it ends, doesn't mean I don't know what's going to happen, or there's going to be some hell raised. You told you I've seen it a few times, and I don't really want to look at that. No, it's not that it bothers me. It's just no need to. You know, anytime I see something over 3 times, oh yeah, and it's always come, yeah. It's not the. Don't give energy to it. When I say that, if you feel like there's a worry, or you're seeing things and it's compiling and it's conflicting inside you, remember I was saying your awareness must rise over vacation, that you're more powerful than you can imagine. I don't want you to believe that. Believe doesn't mean anything. It doesn't. That's a condition. It's like live vision. Everything they tell you exactly what it is, but nobody will take that and utilize it to benefit themselves. All right? Come on, guys. Girls and guys. Gals and guys. I know some of you were right where you said, hey, look, I'm going to stay right here. So you don't want to benefit the tribe or the nation in doing something better. Okay. Well, to take some of the information and better yourself. Now, I'm not saying, like, you look at all the nuclear videos, right? I'm going to pull one up for you. I want you to look at this. I'm going to hold up the screen. Yeah, I was actually setting it up over there, and I was going to put it in. I was like, nah. So let me see if I can pull it up on bada-ba-boom, bada-ba-bing. Okay. Bada-boom, bada-bing. I mean, don't forget Mark chapter 8, verse 36. Or is it a man to gain the world, you know, the profit of the world and lose his own soul, right? So let me pull this up. I think it's, okay, let me see I want to show you, because many things to me are questionable, as they should be to you. All right. Let me turn this down too. Come on, bro. Okay, this, let me see if I can turn this sideways. Oh, it don't want to dance for me like that, y'all. I don't know why. All right, anyway, right? So this is Smithsonian channel, right? I guess it's on Bluetooth, whatever. Let me expand it. And it still don't want to. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. Smithsonian channel. Okay. I'm going to go ahead. And I want you to take a real good look at this, okay? All right. All right. Somebody who worked on the PRP program, I'm going to show you some more. If that don't look fake denim, that's from the 1500s. If that don't look fake denim mofo, and we used to argue about this when I was in the Navy. All right, all right, all right. Hold on. I want to pull something up. A kiloton, KT, is a unit of measurement for the explosive force of a thermonuclear bomb and is equal to the explosive force of 1,000 tons of TNT. Do you know 1,000 tons of TNT is not a lot of TNT? If you see, a lot of you first thing go to Acme, you think red stick of dynamite. You can actually load dynamite. You can create it in a box and the size of like a car or whatever. So 1,000 tons of TNT. How many train car loads would that be? So a lot of those things you saw from the 1500s when they were saying that Fat Man Little and they were testing these weapons, like most of you know about Moab, mother of all bombs, right? Utilized in Iraq, you know, during Desert Storm, quite a few times in the last war. That thing gives off like a kiloton of nuclear, like a thermonuclear blast. The funny thing about the videos when I was watching them, knowing what we were taught, I can't go into it. Specifics don't matter to you anyway. It's not like you're going to be sitting there dealing with nuclear weapons. And nothing adds up as far as the pictures that they were racing to show that they had beat Russia. Yet, when you think Nagasaki and Hiroshima and the other two, however many they've lost, there are explosions. I went out there. I went to the Hiroshima one. I was like, this is nuclear? It's like damage. And this, look how long we're talking about now. We're talking about, at that time, I think it was like 60 years, 50, 60 years since. I was like, man, from what we were able to see, I'm like, nah, man. And then I looked at how far the damage was. I said, that's a big ass bomb that did that. A nasty one. Imagine 4,000 pounds of TNT exploding in a house. That's for like 4 kilotons of a thermonuclear bomb, isn't it? Imagine an empty building over several months against your eyes, insurance plan, an arsonist being strapped out in that building with 100,000 tons of tetranitrile, whether it's using Simtex, C4, whatever, and putting it with thermite and phosphorus. I think the fear factor of everything, knowing that destruction is paramount and can be utilized how it is, I think that we have become our own worst enemies as far as giving energy to shit that should have been focused on us and the communion and bettering ourselves and making things, making the lie of a plight less and stop invigorating. Somebody said, what was it? I didn't say nothing about this a few days ago. I had chatting. Says, what do you think about white folk? White folk. I said, what do you mean white folk, man? You know I don't believe in no white and black crap. You's a knucklehead, you stupid, are you racist or whatever they said, are you, because there's no, I went off for a minute. And I says, he said, what do you think of a white person using the N-word? I don't give a damn. It's the tone. It's who you attempt to portray yourself, and it's when y'all look and smell you and know that you third or second generation. You might have to squabble in a bad way. I don't care about the word. It's the mannerism, how it's being slung around and utilized. But I know that a lot of people are being affected by a lot of things. And it's been ongoing. But you won't come around me and just blatantly outright no. Because then I know that you want to push a level, or you actually believe in something other than what may be truthful. I'll just probably look at you like you're stupid and pay you no mind. Because now if you come up beside me and looking at me in a threatening way, I'm going to snatch your larynx out. No, literally. I don't advocate violence, but I am. I'm going to snatch it out while you're sitting there trying to grasp for air. You have that little moment to think about, relive everything you've done in life. I don't advocate violence. But the reality is, I'm going to look at you like, well, seeing how you don't want to use proper words to create a better communion without lying, what's your purpose? And what do you need? What do you need it here for? Why are you here? But I don't care about them saying that. I really don't. I got some men, we be chilling out, and don't come with that, but you have German. I showed you a picture, dark Germans. That's why I know the history, the truth. And some of y'all have a hard time dealing with that because you're still inoculated with the system of lies of foreign teachers and those around you who have been conditioned to tell the same lies over and over. I know this. But I got some homies, man, that are worse than a whole lot of you. I mean, straight up ghetto hood. I wouldn't dare tell them not to say it. They gun you down and yeah, listen here, they ain't even race. I'm talking about, these people talking about my great grandma's a nigga. I'm talking about, that's how they say it. Yeah, she blacker than all y'all something. And they be like, and so that make me, I'm telling you now, I'm the one in the 80s taking people to these different places of Virginia, Georgia, Carolina, all these four places I went, even Louisiana. Why you ain't getting that dang fly you let in, bruh? Anyway, I gotta talk smack with them. That took people to meet light-skinned folk who had black and Negro on their birth certificate, blonde curly hair, now they was a little thick, you know what I'm saying? Green, blue eyes, just like my boys and some people I grew up with, darker than me with blue and gray and green eyes. And they were like, and they were confused. I was the first one doing that in the 80s. You find somebody else that was doing that. You come back and you share that with me. And then people who are served with will come over and be like, yeah, man, light-skinned folks. That's why they see me different, and they don't even acquiesce the dumb racists that they've seen. They've actually went at them. In Janesville, Duval, Clay County, you know what I'm saying? In Florida. And then I've had many come forward telling the truth about some of their uncles, aunts, their cousins, bloodline. You know what I'm saying? And they're even doing their best to go back as far as they can. And sometimes they just don't have that history. And that's because all that history is recent, brother. You don't have real history going that far back. Some goofy native tried to attempt to argue when one of these things about, what do you mean land patents? I says, wow. For people that never believe in ownership, why is it that we're the only ones who have land patents? Now, there might be a few light skins. I already broke that down by talking about lynchings and everything else. Not everybody in South America is your people. Some of those people sleeper cells. Some of those people just wanted to have a decent, quiet life, and they've been affected by the murders of the cartels and the drugs and the military individuals who are sold and paid informants. You know, but there are plenty who are nothing but your enemy. But they don't mean you no harm, and there's plenty of them who don't really know who you are. Am I saying this to be the benefactor of bringing harmony? No, harmony is going to happen. They can stay stupid and killing and murdering and hiding from the people. Everybody's going to have to give compensation. I can't even go into that because then your first thing you come to your head is some kind of form of hell, and it's a million times worse than anything burning and all that bullshit. Okay, it's a quadrillion times worse. It's all that fire and oh man, please. But that's why I want them to stay and keep doing what they're doing. And I know some of y'all be like, what is Red talking about? Because it doesn't make sense. Why? Because you still living your lie. You living your best lie. Go right on, all right? This is for them, to prove that they're stuck, that they can't free themselves from what they're doing. This is not a game. My phone lately, my phone and my, I got another phone, right? They've been going hot as hell. That means that they're listening and being nosy. They're like, wait a minute, he do know something. I ain't saying nothing about what I know. I'm only sharing some information, a little tea here and there, so that way you're the benefactor, not me. What I'm gonna do, stroke my ego? When I said I was the only one doing that in the 80s, I never heard nobody else doing it. And if they did, they wanted to make sure that you didn't know. And those people weren't running out doing anything to make change and tell people, except for those who live around the neighborhood. But seeing how I've been putting it out there, a lot of them hit me up. Appreciate it, Red. And some of you haven't even went to see what I was talking about to see that it is the truth. You know why? Because you think it's a bunch of nonsense. Because you're living a life of nonsense. That's the only perception you have is perceived based on the validity of how you exist. And most of you exist in a lie, so you can't see nothing else. Because it's hard for you to let go of that lie. Now, they're saying you Afro-Latino, you Afro-Indian. I'm like, so now I'm autochthonous. They even asked me, how you spell autochthonous? I says, Google it. And there's a T before you get to the octonous, if you know what it means. It has everything to do with Lantan, but y'all don't know that. Okay? Well, you might have an idea now, but you best to research it. And then see what you pull up. Alright? I'm not like Top Cats and all them brothers and sisters who got this legendaries and kings and what. Not knocking them. I'm just not that. It's legendary. Ain't nobody legendary. Ain't nobody no king or nothing, no queen or nothing. I had to break down the word king because I got tired of all these worthless niggas talking about we kings and queens and things. I feel like the natives. Like, stop it. Just take a new word and run all over the place with it sounding like you retarded. When I proved that Yeshua wasn't called the king of the Jews, he was the leader of the Judeans. He led by example is what it meant. I don't drink out of a wine glass. That's some old bitchy shit. Gotta have that. You know what I'm saying? Tap out. You can't do that with that. No. You just fall on your face. I got me a London broil in the oven with some peppers and onions. Oh. It's smelling good up in here. I got fresh garlic stuffed in the middle. I infused it with some beef bone broth. You know, you stick it in with the little turkey basted little booty hole in it. Anyway, I hit it up to swirl up in the fridge. I'm gonna mess it up. Cure me. What's up, beloved? Delusions Kyle. What's going on, beloved? Obi Hines. What's up, beloved? What's going on, tribe? How y'all doing? Like Omeg. Snoo. Mi amor. What's going on? Hawa. What's going on, my beloved? Kiramil. Humble French. It's good to have y'all up in here. Anyway, so I got that in the oven. I'm sipping on some red wine. Today is my siesta. The best times in the military, with me reading a book, was having a siesta around noonish, around the time when France, everywhere, Spain, Mallorca, Palma, it didn't matter. Cordoba, Spain, everywhere I've been, even Morocco, Turkey, Everywhere I've been, everyone has a siesta, but America. It's supposed to be the land of the free. I'm tired of calling this. Y'all know I call it Atrial. I don't. I've had people come to me. Are you not a man? Get away from me with that U.S. crap, and then get away further away from me with that America stuff that is closer to Belize and Brazil. It's based on a community, a people, made legend, now applied to the lands. I says it's funny how when somebody comes along that actually knows something and they share it, the argument, if you don't have a 7-figure docket, which I can have, or you don't carry yourself a certain way in those circles. I told you I used to sell drugs, and because of my acting, a few movies I've been in, and this, that, and my relatives, John Amos, and so on and so on. Chuck Berry being a good friend of the family, Michael Jackson being very good. That's why I said I think he was dead in the 80s. Very good friend of the friend, and Dizzy Gillespie, my grandmother took care of him before he passed, and I was a personal good friend of Isaac Hayes, used to make his juices before he passed away. Grew up with Queen Latifah, all those guys. You know the guy Fatal, who used to rap with Tupac from New York, who was a good friend. I was from Jersey. I was a rapper. You know, all that. People want to see, and that's why I say the money's making most people. But because instead of accepting the fact that I actually know something, I'm steeped different, actually built different, but the whole narrative, people have fear still controlling them. My thing is to get you to move away from it and make you comfortable. Not comfortable to where you're complacent, but when you really start looking at things and realize, wait a minute, holy snips, everything ain't what it is. I was the only one in Montclair High School. There's a big rock, looked like Plymouth Rock, across the street from the main building. Going towards the, what's called, there's a rock, had a plaque on it. I got up on that thing and attempted to do a backspin. Dave, everybody said, that boy is crazy. I just, in me, something said anything can be accomplished, even where it's someplace where it looks infinitesimally impossible. I went around a whole time and a half before I was like holding my back, going, good gracious, and I was able to catch myself. And those who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. We used to go to Danny's. We used to go to the pizzerias on Bloomfield Avenue, and we'd have pizza eating contests. And I would eat an entire pizza. When I'm talking about pizza, I'm talking about a slice this big that you only pay 25 to 50 cents for. That now these days, you get a pizza that size is like $12. I would eat the whole pizza. I would eat the whole pizza in under 45 minutes. 8 giant slices. This pizza that was damn near as big as I was. Nobody could beat me. Why was I able to do it? I just didn't know what stop was. Until my great grandmother showed me. Bettina Lee showed me what stop really was. It had nothing to do with stopping in that fashion. It had everything to do with how your perception. That's why I said perceived earlier. My perception, stop means, it means taking control. Because if you don't have control, how can you stop anything? I had absolutely no control. And it was hard for me to actually grasp it because I still believe in putting on the brakes. You see what I'm saying? The conflict was not establishing the fact that I have to have control. Do I literally need to stop, or do I need to bring a better conclusion? That was a form where I didn't even have to go to the point, because if I'm not in the vehicle, if I'm not in the area, so stop happens a long time before the physical stop. So some will say, but that's still stopping. Actually, it's still marginal thinking. You're not allowing yourself to perceive further, to know what. And when she shared that with me, that was a battle for 20 years, y'all. You have been grafted into a society, not into order. A society established by whom? Using everything that of your ancestors' talents and skills, and then hiding it from you, dividing you, and you haven't found a way to stop. Because you really don't know what it means to stop. You're still going to let your energy flow in all the different directions. You're still going to ascertain and attain and entertain. Ascertain. Listen to me. You're going to become, you're your own containment. The conviction that you believe you have is not the conviction that you know of, because if you knew of his conviction, you would stop. It's not putting on no damn brakes. You've already been full speed, 350 miles per hour, going fat forward ahead, bumping your head into a wall that's impenetrable and immovable. You've just been steadily doing it, boom, boom, boom. So stop doesn't mean stop hitting your head. It's removing yourself from that place entirely. So does that mean you stop? Well, physically you could see it that way. But if you illuminate it, you realize that you were never really there. It's something that was created. I guess y'all call it the Matrix or something like that. Something that was created. Because otherwise your head be flat, wouldn't it? So stopping actually means never being there in the first place to have to start. My great grandmother, she used to say the craziest shit to me, and now it's not, none of it was crazy at all. She walked with the answer she knew. I was challenging with Native Americans to argue with me about her not being in the Indian training school. Please. So I had to pull out some documents. That's what y'all need. I got documents for days showing that y'all not the indigenous people. Now, you knew us. You traveled here. We all knew each other. But even with me putting up Bob, the Wild Bill, show, rodeo show, you won't even go and read. Tell me guys come talk to me about that. And I said, why don't you research it while you can? They're afraid to. It's because they haven't stopped living the lie. If they only knew the great people they wore and how they've been misused and utilized. Triple A, all right, what's going on, beloved? What was that, baby? You just popped up. He's saying, your son Hussein was working with him on his last album? I know, that's questionable with that woman. See, that's just like, what's the name that died down there going to Dr. Seavey's thing? Don't chasing waterfalls and I forget TLC. What was her name? T-Bars. Well, anyway, remember, she the only one that died. All of them. She was murdered. Taking herself. Come on, sleep, accident. Everybody I know that was sleep or drunk survived. Everyone. Even me, my boy, who's down there in Miami, flipped the car about 3 times, and I remember hitting a tree. I actually, no seatbelt on, woke up, saw the tree, the glass came in my face, I still got the scars, hit the tree, knocked me damn near over there where he was in a seatbelt, so and next thing you know, we just saw everything in the car, bam, bam, I stuck to the seat, I don't know how, we was upside down. He went around a rift where it was raining. We had been drinking. I ain't gonna lie. I was asleep though. And everybody came out of nowhere and helped us flip the car over, and it ran, and we drove our asses back to the basin. but yeah, man, when you start really looking at things, and then, I have some stories about some people that ain't dead. I can't say no more. I'm gonna talk about one of them. We'll do that on Friday. I got to reach out to him because he's really looking at stuff and he's real bothered by what he's done, and he really can't say nothing. I can't really put his name. I can tell the story. Maybe you might know who it is. Oh yeah, you'd be surprised how many people in the music or the Hollywood died and they ain't dead. That's all I can say that one. But regardless of that, when you stop allowing yourself to consummate this relationship with this lie that is deep, like an indelible marker, like it ain't, like that you just can't get off. It's almost like a tattoo. You got to use a laser. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know that stop doesn't mean literally I'm walking and I stand still. That means you're stuck. No, it means being fluid, but not participating, not partaking, never allowing yourself to be in a position or situation. And the funny thing is, because the world is so screwed up, everyone's in a situation unknowingly because they don't pay attention to the situations they're in or around. And someone say, but there's no way. That's the person you need to stay away from. That empty cup motherfucker is the one who will never be runneth over. And you, when your shit's got some dribbles of sweat in there, you want your shit to be bursting well over the top of the rim. In order to do that, your trajectory has to be on point. Right now, you're like the empty rocket shell with nothing in it, sitting there on the launch pad, waiting for a countdown that's never going to happen. You haven't done any of the integral parts to have the internal devices to be able to take off, to ascend. That makes sense? Equator 7, what's up, below? Hey, yo, appreciate the donation, too. Somebody else hit me up again. I'll call your name. He came to Montclair for the weekend and had to drive back to North Carolina. And they say girlfriend driving and fell asleep. Someone slipped her a hottie. More than that, but yeah, baby, I know. Some good friends of ours, y'all. It's people that we know back in the day, and he was a little younger than us, but he's one of the great ones. We have many of us great ones, actually, as far as the narrative of greatness and fame. So, I want y'all to look at some of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's easy to say the Jews are fake. Well, they are the Jews. They are, but they've incorporated calling themselves everything that they're not. That's the mistake they make. They're not Judean. They're not from Shem. It is well known that the Ashkenaz is not of Shem. It's bottom line. So it's, hey, what's going on, baby girl? What's up, mama? And until people start, and that's why I say the world is crazy. I had a little mouthpiece with a little Arab. I told him, you shut your ass up. I said, boy, you don't know nothing. You don't even know your truth and your existence in history. Just shut up. Yo, I ain't your boy. I went in on him. And I gave him a fusillade of information. And he was like, I ain't never thought about that. Yeah, because your leaders are part of the damn problem as well. You've given them the power of leaders and everything else, right? Them write fatwas and all this other BS. Further sumping and creating division and harm. Perverting y'all. And yeah, he live in New York. I had to bust him down because the fake Hebrew movement ain't going to do nothing to fix it. They're going to argue with hate. The fake Christians ain't going to do a damn thing because you've been betrayed. What's that one motherfucker's name, man? I mean, what's that one fool name? I can't remember that fool name, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Kenneth Copeland. No, I'm just pulling it up. I just thought about Tyler Perry's plane. Kenneth Copeland. That sick. Creflo Dolly. Y'all see him, right? Y'all see what he's been saying. Like, TD Snakes. Benny Hill. Y'all see what Benny Hill, what y'all said lately? Why isn't nobody talking about this? How about some of them imams that been sleeping with little boys has been being outed by the special forces community that had to be quiet. Retired guys who was like, enough of this. They're talking about a lot of these so-called Muslim imams they would have these fake ass security bringing these little boys so he can booty rape a number of them. Have any of y'all seen any of that stuff? I'm wearing the same color shirt and sipping red wine. All right, brother. That's what. Hey, siesta, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the first day of the week. Outlaws and cahoots with Tupac and now transition over last survivor moved out of the country. Yeah. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Boo boo. But hey, I just wanted to come on and shake it up. I'm not going out. I ain't welding. Look, I'm still getting the stuff from under the truck from the welding. I had to use his. He's got the big. I got a big one too, like 300 something that I bought at which called lumber. But I might get rid of that. I want to keep the little portable one. There's another one that's a little better than that. And I might get it. It's like $275. Little portable ones. I like those, so I can pack it up, pack other stuff, and then I can still get my stick, my TIG, MIG, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me. For real? That was weird. Anyway, I'm going to read today. All right? But I'm going to sit back. I'm going to enjoy this damn beef. Well, I was going to say beef Wellington. I ain't beef. And I'm a chef. This London broil, I'm going to light up my little pain medicine. Sip on maybe another couple of sips. I don't know. I probably want to make that'll be sitting here for about another 20, 30 minutes, y'all, for real. I'm not like that. Now, baby girl, if you was here, we go through a bottle or two. Well, I'd be trying to have you in a what you call it? 911. What is it? We need one of them. We need one of them stretchers that for the bad backs and shit like that, and busted hips. What was that, brother? What's up, the ganja? Does it feel like Florida up there, red? Humidity. Yeah, you know what? When I was outside, I went out there with my hoodie on. I was like, what the hell? I'm busting the sweat walking over to the dumpster because I thought it was going to be cool, right? Yeah, it's humid up here, bro. But we have wild wheat. We have the lake right over here. Water level's up a little bit. But I like the wind because it keeps that dry. I like the humidity, but I like the dry air as much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, baby. You tell them about that that Huckleberry hobo robo position. Feels like Jamaica here in P. Yeah, girl. I bet it does. But anyway, I just wanted to bring those few things to light, and I hope y'all take some of that information. And my thing is always, please research what I'm talking about. And I know plenty of people is because I got people always come back to me. You're red. You know what you told me last week? And I've been looking for it, and somebody just did a video, so obviously they were watching. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Look at this sweat on and shut up. But anyway, like I was saying, I appreciate you guys. Do not allow your fake fears to rule you. So you have to stop. Doesn't mean put the brakes on. Doesn't mean stop colluding. You never had to allow it to happen in the first. That's a nurturing tip, okay? I would have never allowed it to happen in the first place for you to even have a knowledge about it, because you would have saw it for what it is instead of what they made you see it or how they made you see it. See, that's the difference. And you literally can forget it totality. You don't have to have it in the Rolodex. You can wipe it away. That when people come up to you in their ignorance, you will be able to speak on it as is, and they'll be like, because it's gonna challenge them. It's like the police. People say, Red, you go hard on the police. No, I know good guys. Most people go in there with good intentions. You do have the racists go in there because they want to abuse it. You have the people who are indoctrinated going there. This is the last thing I'm going to say. But yet you have people who go in there good, and most of y'all have no clue. They go in there and they see things. And they have the right people who have infiltrated to take that and use it as a vice to change how they perceive things. And they make that them against us. And because y'all are mostly ignorant to this and don't really know, you don't know how to put a stop to it. Face. Hey, look, baby girl, don't worry about that. You know I'll keep it moist for you. Your face? What face you talking about? Okay. Anyway, let me stop because I'm getting very adultish like that. But this is not made for children under 18. Anyway, let me get up off of here, man, because now I'm starting to get a little woohoo. No, I'm not. Appreciate you guys. Welcome new subscribers. We're gonna read because tomorrow's Monday, right? I guess. Protect our sisters, brothers. If you're gay, so what? Just keep it in your bedroom and keep it to your damn self. People are ignorant. Alright? And it's not who we are. My beloved sisters, I protect you with everything I have. Everything I am. And a little more I can't mention on here. And my brothers, stop being the lazy wanderers. Get it together. And protect them. So that the energy be... Because see, right now, everybody acts like this woman and this black woman and black man stuff. That ain't even 1%, people. See how caught up? Because see, the enemy's going to play the things that's going to feed your little empty ass stomach and satiate you with a bunch of shit you don't know how to stop. All right, man, if I'm wrong, y'all say, Red, you wrong. I'll take it in consideration. But make sure that when you say I'm wrong, make sure you know exactly what you're saying. All right? Catch y'all here in a few.